What's up, guys? Gabriel Stone, Gabe Stone. Today I want to talk about, in this live stream, I want to talk about prophetic dreams of chosen ones. So as a chosen one, you're going to go through a lot of challenges, and more specifically, you're going to go through a lot of prophetic awakenings, especially through the dream state when you're asleep. And basically, why I'm making this live stream today is because I'm trying to explain to you how God or the universe, or whatever you want to call it, communicates to us chosen vessels through prophetic dreams. And I'm a big believer in deja vu. I'm a big believer in things coming to fruition through the dream state. And I'm a big believer that I don't know necessarily if it's a simulation, but the universe speaks to us through prophetic dream states. It shows us what our purpose is going to be. It shows us what's to come, and that's why, I've been writing down in my notes what I dream about, because the universe be showing me several signs, and I just think it's crazy because half the stuff I've done up to my life, I dreamt about it in my dreams, when I was younger. So I just think it's crazy that it just, there are so many prophetic dreams that speaks to us. It tells us what's to come. It gives us spiritual warnings. I have a lot of nightmares too, so it tells me what my life will be like if I don't go down the right path. And I just think it's crazy because I feel like we chosen vessels, we human beings that are chosen, we forget that this world is very spiritual, and there's a lot of unknowns in this world. And I'm a big believer that human beings can awaken through their prophetic dreams, and they can learn from it, because once you think about it, we are nothing but beings in the greater universe. We're nothing but beings in the greater universe, and it's all about energy. It's all about energy. If you the energy speaks to you through dream states, through the mind. And chosen ones are always talking about, about becoming famous or making money, or you're going to break family curses, but we never talk about how you break them. You break them through dream states and through greater consciousness. And a lot of people, on YouTube, for example, they demonetized me several times. I don't know if it's because I'm speaking too much truth, but it's because, in my humble opinion, it's because I have information that these big companies don't have, and I'm enlightening you through these videos. So this is going to go on my Rumble page. Might go on my YouTube also, but mainly on my Rumble page. I just think that this country, America, is falling That's what my spirit guides have been speaking to me. This country is falling, and I just think that we have to find our own path. We humans need to find our own path, and we can't rely on others. We have to rely on our own intuition, because I knew this was going to happen. I knew once these presidents got in that they weren't going to do anything. Doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat, they weren't going to fix the problem. They were not going to fix the problem. It was bad under Biden. It's not that great under Trump either. We're in another war. We can't, our people are losing their livelihoods. Gas is going through the roof in inflation. And I'm just a big believer that America, this is what my spirit guides have telling me, that greed and ignorance is going to lead to America's decline. And it already is. I mean, like, yes, America still is the most powerful country on the earth militarily, but America, in my judgment, does not have the foundations to stay stable for more than 20 to 50 years. That's just my opinion. I think that as technology gets better, as greed gets more widespread, and there's more trillionaires and less people with money, I just think that America is going to have to change, or it's going to stay bound for a lot of people. Because the thing is, I'm not against people making money, okay? I'm all for people getting rich. I'm all for people making money. But my spirit guides have been telling me that greed is leading to America's downfall, because America is becoming a very greedy land, and it's repeating history's past mistakes. And I just think that this is a big reason why I'm a big believer in spiritual awakenings. I'm a big believer in prophetic dreams, because I think that we chosen ones, we people that don't follow the grain, or don't follow the crowd, so to say, we have a different perspective, and we also have different priorities. We lead by example, and we have information that the masses don't, mostly. And I just think it's crazy that, we're in this war with Iran, but not just that. I think it's crazy that, we're not following our intuition. We're just following the money. And like I said, I've been demonetized on many different platforms, including YouTube. But I was making a lot of money too. I was making quite a bit of money on YouTube through advertisements, but they just got rid of that channel, and they took away my ad revenue. They just kicked me out of the YouTube partner program. So I'm hoping Rumble will be a more, will just be a more advertiser friendly platform, because they're kicking me and many others off the internet. They're kicking off other chosen YouTubers. They're really well known. Trenius Henderson, he doesn't get as much views as he used to. Another one that's got kicked off of TikTok, I believe, his name is J Originator, the YouTube channel. And I just think it's crazy, because I'm really trying to continue with this YouTube stuff and this chosen one's wisdom. And I also make music, of course. like music and comics, comic books, but comic pieces. But one thing I've learned, guys, is that the divine, or the universe, or you want to call it, spirit, source, loves to speak to us through prophetic dreams. And I have like crazy dreams, right? Like I have dreams that, I don't know, it's kind of like sci-fi. Like I have like dreams that, you know, maybe other chosen ones have, but for me personally, it's crazy. And, you know, I have dreams about like stuff that would be in sci-fi, you know, like stuff that doesn't make sense. I also am a dreamer, so I dream about stuff that I wish this world had, but only find it in my dreams, like what my ideal world would look like. But in this world, I believe we are in the simulation. I really do. I believe that we humans are in a simulation. I do not agree that this is the end-all be-all. I believe we're just in a very smart, very sophisticated computer program or computer game, whatever you want to call it. I believe there's other dimensions. I believe this is not the only dimension that exists. I mean, like, video games are a world of their own. Like, video games are their own worlds. This is the world I'm stuck in. The 3D Earth and the solar system and this life we call life. But I do believe that this is not the end all be all. I believe there's several different dimensions. And when I dream, when you probably dream, you feel like you're in a different world. You're in a different simulation. You're in a different reality. And I believe that's very important because, you know, America and all this stuff we're taught as a kid through class and stuff, like, we're all taught that this world just ends. I don't know, there's several different claims, but we're just taught that this world is that's all it exists. It's just you know, where we're at right now, our own lives. But I don't believe that one bit. I do believe that there's other realities. I do believe that there's other simulations. You know, I don't really believe, because, you know, sometimes I feel like this current reality we live in is not, they're not telling us the truth. The government's not telling us the truth. The authorities are not telling us the truth. These rich billionaires and trillionaires aren't telling us the truth. I just feel like this world we call Earth and this country we live in called America, it's not the final destination. It's also not the end all be all. And this world is very vast, but I believe there's many other dimensions through the code, through the computer code of life. And I just believe we're in a very, 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 very badly coded simulation, you know, that has a lot of goods to it, don't get me wrong, but it's not the whole story. You know, I think that as AI gets more advanced, as we learn more about ourselves as humans, as we learn more about the psyche and consciousness and reality, I don't believe for one bit that this is the end all be all, because, you know, I'm not discrediting people who are religious, okay? I mean, I personally am against religious spirits. Personally believe that the church has been hijacked by you know, corrupt interests and unenlightened mob of people. But I just think that I think that this earth, this world, It's not the end. And it's kind of weird because everyone's scared of AI. Everyone's scared of generative AI. I actually welcome it. Maybe it's just because I see past the illusions, and I look at history and I see a pattern that every time a new invention comes out, people get scared and they run for the hills. Like, for example, when we invented the car, whatever, the automobile, everyone was scared to use it. People were still using horses at that time, horseback and carriage. And it's not, my claim is not that AI doesn't have risks. It definitely has risks. But my personal belief is we humans should constantly be curious, constantly be exploring. We should not be satisfied with our current reality, because we live in a world today that says just be humble, accept your circumstances, live a family life, try to follow the rules. And I don't believe that one bit. I believe we humans need to find our own purpose. We do, because we live in a society today that does not want enlightened humans. We live in a world today that constantly wants us to live in fear, live in poverty, accept the old ways as fact, and to stop learning, basically. And because it benefits the elites. That's why. Because when humans don't grow, when humans don't evolve as a species, when humans don't thrive, the old class benefits. Just look at the French Revolution. Look at the American Revolution. Look at all these revolutions, but not just that. Look at the world today. Like, we have all the technology and wisdom at our disposals through technology and through phones, as well as computers, and we still can't fix the most basic of problems of humans' errors, like war, famine, conflict. We just can't fix it because we may have all this technology, but there's something about humans, in my opinion, there's something about the human psyche that just is retarded. Like, I'm just gonna say how I feel. Like, humans are not meant to I just think humans are not meant to have all this technology, to be honest, because unless something really happens in humanity, like we cure our ills or we stop becoming greedy, which will never happen because that's encoded in our DNA, is to be greedy beings. If humans don't give up their pride and ego, I think humanity is just gonna constantly be going to war, constantly killing each other. I think that we're gonna waste all of our resources the earth has given us, and I think we're just gonna become extinct, basically. That's what I think about humanity, is that if humanity doesn't get united, or not just united, if humanity does not cooperate, I have a big belief that humanity will sink like the Titanic. I really do, because humanity is a very fragile species. It's very, we have anger issues, we betray each other, we're shallow, We're greedy, we're wasteful. We have a lot of there's a lot of good things about humanity, don't get me wrong. Like we're not we take care of the animals. We're artistic people. We know how to make tools. We're like very skilled species, but we have a lot of flaws, and I just believe that America, country I live in right now, if it does not, if humanity just continues to hoard resources, exclude others, and crush competitors, and just all the stuff humanity does, just do bad stuff behind people's backs. I have a big belief that humanity will not last. It will not last. No, it will not, because humanity is just very, I don't know how to say it. It's just humanity just does not have. We have a lot of human error, like Einstein said. What did he say? He said, "I know not what weapons World War IV will be fought with, but World War III will be fought with sticks and stone." Wait, no, it was. Oh yeah, it was. I know not what weapons World War III will be fought with, but World War IV we fought with sticks and stones. And what he basically says is once we get to a point, like with AI and missiles and nuclear weapons, that we have such great technology that can basically wipe most of the population out, even the survivors of a nuclear catastrophe, even they will use sticks and stones to kill people. It's just how humans are. Like we're a very violent species. We are a very destructive species. We destroy the environment for economic gain. We destroy others for authority and for positions of power. We exploit others we exploit other human beings in the form of slaves or wage slaves. And it's really sensitive because I just think what we humans on this earth have what we humans on planet Earth have forgotten is our spiritual nature that goes beyond religion, goes beyond politics, and goes beyond money, material gain. And I think humanity has a lot of flaws, and what can you do, right? Humans are always going to be humans. They're always going to bicker. They're always going to dispute. But I just think what we humans could do is we could connect more to our higher selves. I just feel like we humans are so programmed to follow certain narratives and to sacrifice ourselves and our own well-being for groups of people who don't care about us. And I just think humanity as a whole could definitely do a lot better, that's for sure. We don't have to go to war with all these countries. We don't have to, we humans don't really have to dispute the past. Things are in the past, like past conflicts, past rivalries, past catastrophes, like the war, like all these wars. And I just think that I feel like we chosen ones. We live in a reality that's not ours. We live in a reality that's not for us. And we live in a world that tells us basically that, everything is as it looks, everything is as it seems. That's not true. Not in my judgment, because there's a lot of things about this earth that, there's a lot of things about this earth that aren't, we don't know anything about. Like, we don't know half of the hidden files by the government, and we don't know what they're hiding. We know some things that they're hiding, but humanity wouldn't care. People are so into their egos. People are so into their, they're emotionless and, just painful egos. Everyone's so into themselves and this fallen earth, that this fallen system, that even if we did expose all these horrors on earth, my belief basically is that humanity just wouldn't care. Like if they released the Epstein files, or if they released all the corruption, or if we could prove aliens exist, any of this stuff, my belief is that the population just wouldn't care. This country has fallen. America is Mystery Babylon. It is not. It is Babylon the Great. There is no standards. There is no truth. There is no prospering. Just greed, graft, and just the Creator's not pleased. The Creator's not pleased, and God is not pleased, and the Galactic Federation is watching us from a distance, and they see our ills. They see the humanity's ills, and they actually want to work with us. These supernatural beings want to work with us, but the problem is that we humans, we are a brainwashed and highly pessimistic species that we don't have. We're just a very backwards species. Very backwards, and we may have all this technology, we may have scientific breakthroughs, we may have trillionaires now, but all the money in the world, can't save our trees, apparently. All the money in the world can't fix poverty, apparently. Not all the money in the world can end injustice, apparently. And I know powerful people watching me. I know they're watching me. Like, am I stupid? Like, no. I know that not everybody knows who I am, but I know there are some people in high places watching me who do not want to see me shine, who do not want to see me have a platform, because I expose too much truth. And you give me a platform, let's say you invite me on one of these podcasts with Candace Owens or whoever, you have me interviewed by Sneeko, Professor Chain, whoever, you give me a platform, I'm going to speak the truth, and that's what they don't like. the people in high places don't like of main competing factions, because if you give me a platform, if you give Gabriel Stone a platform, it's gonna be game over for the elites, because I know too much about their goals. Like, to be honest, like, everything I said is coming to fruition. I knew this would happen. I knew people would awaken from the left, right paradigm. I knew people would awaken from Republicans and Democrats. They're the same thing, just different options. I knew people would awaken that Trump isn't the savior we all expected. Neither is Biden. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of American society. I'm tired of us pretending like America's gonna fix his problems. No, it's not. The only way we're gonna fix America's problems is if we rise up. We human beings rise up and we replace it with something better. That's all. It's the only way it's gonna happen. And also another thing is basically that the baby boomers and older generations, even Gen Xers, some of them, they're hoarding all the wealth. Like, we younger generations, I'm Gen Z, but we Gen Zers and millennials don't really have a shot, because these older generations just hog all the wealth. They pay all these shows to act like nothing's wrong. They all laugh, they all chuckle. Oh, let's go to the next program. Like, and it's just like, I'm pissed about it. Like, because, well, gas goes up in price every day. These people in Congress are just not doing anything. These billionaires keep getting richer. They become trillionaires. And, it doesn't even matter at this point. Like, nothing will wake up this country. This country has very devilish qualities. And, I do not like this country for many reasons. This is my opinion. I respect it's a code of ethics. I respect what it says in the Constitution, but I agree with its how it works in practice. Basically, we claim we are such a proud democracy. We claim that we are such a diverse people that get along together, but this country literally began by taking away native people's land. So it began. White people took away native people's land. They killed them most of them off through disease. They brought in a bunch of immigrants. They desegregated, and then everyone became slaves, basically, to the American dollar. That's how it began in a nutshell. And you could say, oh, this, oh, that. America, we're a free nation, but it's only free if you have money. That's one thing I've learned, is if you don't have money, or if you're not white, you don't come from a predominantly white background, America isn't really the freest country. Like, I know this because America claims that it's a free country, but if it's a free country, how come Elon Musk has $1 trillion and other billionaires are getting $1 trillion and some people can't even get a job? Like, it doesn't make sense, because it's not supposed to make sense. It's supposed to be like this. To our elites, it's working just as planned. It's working just as planned. The world population, especially in America, they're having less kids. Our population is declining. We're just bringing more immigrants, which is fine. I mean, nothing against immigrants. I just think that we're not prospering as a nation. these corporations, these big business entities control everything, every little thing. And it's like, if you don't agree with them, or you don't follow their rules, they just X you off the list. They just take you off the charts. They blacklist you. They isolate you. They throw you to the alligators, and you're supposed to get yourself out of that situation. It's like, and the thing is that not every billionaire or not every rich person is a psychopath. But I am saying that we live in a system today that's becoming more like slavery. We're not becoming a freer nation. We're becoming a poor nation. We're becoming a poor nation ran by rich people. That's my view. If America really cared, about its people, if it really cared about human development, they would have more modern policies. They would have a little bit more flexibility on the work job. They have better working conditions. They would pay us a decent wage to where we could afford apartments somewhere, not have to live in roommates. And if you don't work a job, it's like you starve. Like, that's how America is. If you don't work, it's like you starve. And it's even worse for immigrants who aren't American, illegal immigrants, because I'm not excusing the illegal activities. I'm just saying that our immigration system in America is very broken, and I just think that there's so many people out there who deserve better. There are so many humans out there who deserve this. And I just think that we Americans, we like to laugh, we like to have our family gatherings, our family cookouts. We like to have the political parties and meetings. But it's like, where's the actual stuff that matters? Like, these Democrats and Republicans are all making money and drinking champagne with Wall Street titans. It's like, the average worker's going on the 9 to 5. That's how it works. Like, this country was not meant for working class people or just average people to make it big. It happens. Average people can make it big, but it's not meant for people to thrive. And some people don't want millions or billions or even trillions. Some people just want a roof over their head, decent wage, and enough food to eat. And we can't even give that for hard work. I just went to the grocery store the other day. It costs so much for food nowadays, man. Especially in the meat department. It's like everything's going up in price. And partly has to do with the Iran war, but it has to do with human greed, let's be honest. Like, our elites do not give two craps about the average human being. They do not care. And they never will. And that's why I talk about a lot of populist leaders throughout history, aka Huey Long, some of the civil rights activists, as well as JFK, John F. Kennedy, just other people, people throughout history who weren't perfect, but they had the right idea in mind. It's like they all told us, like, let's all just get together, let's all give up the greed and pride, and let's just fix our problems as humans. and they all get killed. Like, that's how it works. I believe that America, especially, America has a lot of goods to it. I like what I always like the phrase, all men are created equal, but it's not even close to the reality of what I see. Like, we say in the Constitution, all men are created equal. I'm not saying everyone should have equal amount. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we're all created equal. We should have equal chance and equal opportunity. And I just don't see that in today's America. I don't see people thriving. Even people who are rich. Even people that are rich still have things to complain about. Even people that have everything in this world financially still bicker over personal problems. It really makes me think, like, why is America, like, if America really cares, if America really cares about the American worker, and it really cares about the economy, and they really care about the voters, and they really want to make America great again, whatever, then why do we, the people, always get the short end of the stick? I think I know why. Because we, the people, we American people, we are useful to the elite. We build their industry. We feel their scientific progress. We feel their profits, all this stuff. And the point being is that America, especially America, it does not need to be like this. Like, we could still have the American dream, and have people not be treated like animals, not be treated like disposable objects. And a lot of these laws in this country like it that way. A lot of the laws in America don't want the American to thrive, the average American to thrive, because, like, we live in a fallen world. It's sad, but it's true. We live in a fallen world, and we live in a world that does not value the truth or controversy, but values popular opinion. And what makes the engine roar. That's one thing I've learned, is that America, even with all of its wealth and all of its accomplishments and all of its materialistic gain, America still lacks that core virtue that keeps society running, and that is unity and love. There's love in this country, but people love each other in this country, especially families, but it's fracturing. Unity is fracturing. We no longer value others as we used to. I just feel like I'm living in a simulation, in a simulated reality that, that's why I get a lot of dream states, a lot of dreams, a lot of prophetic dreams. And I'm sure a lot of you other chosen ones who encounter this video will agree that this country has a lot of potential to become great again, but the big problem with America is that a lot of people don't want to change their ways. A lot of people don't want to they just don't want to A lot of people don't want the truth because the truth hurts, and a lot of people hide from the truth because the truth exposes people's demons and exposes people's biases. And if I could, to be honest, if I could, I would, I'd rather live in a real world that hurts than live in a fake world that doesn't hurt my feelings. Like, because I feel like we live in a world today that hides the truth, but also when you don't face the truth, you're living a lie. And with these dream states I have and others have, it shows something beyond the physical lie, beyond the real life lie that we live, that, you know, everything is to schedule, everything's business as usual. Someone's gonna shake the system, someone's gonna fix America, someone's gonna fix the world, and it just doesn't happen that way, you know. And America has a lot of positives, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said before, it has some of the best technology, some of the biggest amount of resources, some of the most fertile land and landscapes. But it's a bunch of people living a lie. That's one thing I've learned, is that America, it's nothing real about this country. Yes, we have a lot of resources. Yes, we have a lot of advantages. We have a lot of progress being made. But we're living a lie. All of us are. You know, sometimes I feel like my brain's gonna explode because we humans are just living a lie. We're saying on podcasts what sells. We're saying what's popular, not what's true. You know, that's why whenever like a famous podcaster interviews a famous person like Joe Rogan, they always laugh like and they always hide the truth. It's like, yes, I'm sure like people like Joe Rogan are very genuine people, and they probably have very good intentions in mind, but they're hiding from the truth. They're bringing up conspiracies, they're bringing up unsolved cases, but they just laugh about it. They don't take it seriously. And like, I just feel like, because I had a dream that I was an old man living in like the 2060s, 2070s, maybe 2050s, I don't know. I was like, elderly, like 60s, 70s. And like, I had a dream that I was still working at 70 in like a construction zone, kind of like this, in like a dirt lot, what's it called? Like a dirt lot, a dirt landfill or whatever. And I was just a construction worker, just building super nice homes for people on the outskirts. Like, I had a dream that, in the future, we were basically work slaves. Like, we still had wages, but we lived on site. We did not live in houses. We're just building houses for the rich, and we're wasting resources, basically. Like I was just a construction worker in my 70s and had no pension, had very little pay, and making houses for rich people that were even richer than today's world. Like, we're talking like 10 trillionaires, 100 trillionaires, and we couldn't even afford a house at that point because houses were in the millions of dollars by that futuristic time. And I'm just saying, when does it get to the point when capitalism becomes tyranny? When capitalism becomes slave labor? Like, not just oligarchy, but slave labor. Like, when do we cut down every last tree? And, you know, like, because I believe this is where America is going. America is going to become a dystopia of elites, corporations, who take up every last drop of American water supply, that you know, like, basically turn this country into like a wasteland. And like, I just go to this place a lot because it looks a lot like the trenches of World War One, or, you know, just some dystopian future I can just see with like spacecraft and robots. You know what I mean? Like, I just think America is going that direction of slavery, reviving slavery, not really going the direction of well-being for American citizens. Because they should have, the Forest Service should have fixed this already. Like, it's like a burned down field or forest. It's like, I just feel like America, it was bad before, but I think America's going to be even worse in the future. way worse. Like, when Donald Trump passes, it's going to be way worse. You know, like, I don't think it's just going to be like, bad in the sense of like, oh, you're just going to have a little higher prices. No, it's going to be so bad that police are going to have even less rights than we have right now. We're literally going to be digging ditches in the hot heat. We're going to lose a lot of our trees, and a lot of animals will go extinct. And I also think that we're not going to live in a utopian future, because Jeff Bezos, my former boss, just said it. He said it perfectly. Like, I don't want to pay any more taxes, which means he's going to pay less taxes over time, which means this country is going to collapse, and he's going to own everything, and other oligarchs are going to own everything. We're gonna be worse than Russia. We're going to be worse than all these other countries. We're going to be so unequal that the only way to live the American dream is to escape it. And that's basically in a nutshell. Like, mark my words, in 50 years, America will be unrecognizable. There'll be no trees. There will be poverty like we've never seen. There will be wage slaves, actual wage slaves, not just employees, but wage slaves, with no benefits, no future, that are just going to be basically slaves. They're just going to build profitable businesses for the rich, basically. You know, and I did work in construction. I worked in construction for a while, but it's going to be even worse in the future. I'm probably going to be 70, 80. It's probably going to be like people my age working in construction, not making anything. So, you know, that's the prophetic dreams I have. You know, the apocalypse is coming. There's going to be wars, famine. There's going to be wage slaves. There's going to be robots taking over. There's going to be shortage of food. There's going to be government control and corporations control. This whole country is going to be unrecognizable in 50 years. And it's going to be, people are going to be living a lie, and they're going to have less than they have right now. And that's really, and we're going to do it ourselves, because it's part of the civilization. Just like Jesus said in the Bible about wars and famines and pestilence, these things must come to pass. And you know, it's just like, it's crazy, because, you know, I feel like America could have done a lot better. You know, it could have like helped a lot of people. It could have helped me, not just me, but it could have helped a lot of people who gave our lives making this country. And you know, what did people like me inherit? A total wasteland. We inherited a total wasteland of no future. And And sometimes it's hard to live, because like America is not what it used to be. And I just think that this country is going the wrong direction. We're not prepared for these wars. We're still at war with Iran. Apparently, we're still at war with Iran. They said they're going to fix it, but then it'll just be the next war, and the next war, and next war, next war. Never end. Will never end. Believe that. If America would really want to get us out of this war permanently, they would have done it years ago. And, I just think that America, bad karma for this land. And I'm glad to see that America's collapsing, because it doesn't deserve to continue. This country does not deserve to continue if it's going to act like this. If we aren't going to give our workers fair pay, if we are not going to help the homeless, if we are going to continue to waste resources, if we are going to destroy anyone who speaks the truth, then this country deserves its downfall. And America likes to claim that it's a free country. We care about our workers. We care about our people who make this country. We're all happy. We're all smiling. And I don't know if you see that, but it's like a boat with a smiley face on it. But can you see it? Wait, let me see. There's like a smiley on it. Where is it? Oh yeah, smiley right there. The yellow smiley, but like, yeah, face. That's all I'm saying. It's that this country is a lie. I don't see anything being done. I don't see, it's like all these politicians get to Congress, they lick each other's wounds, and it's like we common people are just thrown out on the outside, and we don't have any say. And I ran against Congressman David Seaby from Washington State, and I actually respect him. I respect the dude. I think that he's a very smart individual, knows what he's doing. But Congress as a whole is just failing us. They're failing the American worker. They're failing the American people. And there is no say, basically. Like we just don't have enough money to just America will always be in denial, because this country was in denial ever since its founding. Ever since we sailed on the Mayflower and slaughtered the first Indian village, we've been in denial. That's why I don't really like living here, but I have to, because I have to survive. I just keep getting dream states from the ancestors, like this country is not all it's cracked up to be. And America, I'm an optimist. I believe America can save itself, but we're living a lie. Every time we go in the office, or go to the work site, or go in the meeting, we're all just lying to ourselves. We're saying that, America's great. We're going to watch the football game later. We're going to be a very profitable business. And I just think that America's living a lie, to be honest. We're living a lie, and we're fake. We are in denial. We are deeply hurt, a lot of us. We're deeply hurt and have past wounds. And, we're basically living a lie. We're just doing it for the money until it collapses, basically. We're basically just trying to make money until America collapses in a conflict, It already has. We're already at war with Iran, so my track record is pretty solid. So again, my name is Gabriel Stone, or Gabe Stone, whatever you want to call me. Archangel Gabriel, artist. It's my artist or stage name is Archangel Gabriel. I just, make comics. Owner of Archangel Gabriel Entertainment and Comics. Make music. 2 new albums coming out soon. I came out with the Halal Beats album, which is a spiritual album that informs people about Islamic teachings and monotheistic teachings. I don't know if I'm a Muslim. I wanted to explain Islam through a spiritual beat album or a spiritual instrumental album. And then I got Gabriel's Philosophy, which has been on the back burner for a while now, coming out soon. Gabriel's Philosophy album by Archangel Gabriel. Then my next album after that is called Purgatory, which is almost done. It's my last album that I'm coming out with so far. It's called Archangel Gabriel Purgatory album. And both R&B/rap albums. And like I said, my name is Gabriel Stone. Stay tuned. Whether you're watching me on YouTube or Rumble, America will get its judgment. And peace out.